In 2013, a 21-year-old Canadian student named Elisa Lam disappeared while staying at the infamous Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. Her final known moments, caught on a hotel surveillance camera, would become one of the internet's most chilling mysteries. In the grainy footage, Elisa appears to be hiding from someone or something. She waves her arms erratically, presses random buttons, and appears terrified. Weeks later, hotel guests begin to complain about the water pressure and a strange taste. Elisa's body is eventually discovered inside the hotel's rooftop water tank. How did she get there? Was it foul play, an accident, or something far more sinister? The answers are still unclear. In this episode of Forgotten Case File, we explore the bizarre timeline, unsettling hotel history, and theories, ranging from mental illness to the supernatural, that surround the Elisa Lam case. This is not just a story about a disappearance. This is a story about isolation, fear, and the dark side of a city that never sleeps. Elisa Lam was a 21-year-old student from Vancouver, Canada. She was born to immigrant parents from Hong Kong and had a bright, curious mind. Elisa loved reading, fashion, photography, and writing, but she also struggled with mental illness. Diagnosed with bipolar disorder and depression, Elisa openly documented her emotional battles on Tumblr under the username Nouvelle Nouveau. She was expressive, intelligent, and introspective. Her blog posts revealed a young woman deeply in tune with her fears and hopes. In January 2013, she embarked on a solo journey through the West Coast of the United States. She called it her West Coast Tour. Elisa traveled by Amtrak and local transit, stopping in San Diego, then making her way to Los Angeles. She checked into a budget hotel on Main Street, right on the edge of Skid Row. The building was old and infamous, but it fit her budget. She was originally assigned to a shared room, but was moved to a private one after her roommates complained of strange behavior. Her last post on Tumblr read simply, "I have arrived in LA. I am staying here for a few days. Let's see what happens." Guests reported seeing her acting strangely in the lobby, waving at nobody, talking to herself. Her behavior sparked concern, but no one could predict what would happen next. The most chilling moment came from the hotel elevator surveillance footage. Elisa pressed multiple buttons, stepped in and out, waved, and seemed to hide from someone unseen. Her movements were erratic, confusing, and frightening. Guests noticed the elevator acting strangely, doors opening and closing with no one inside. Some reported hearing odd sounds late at night, but nobody knew Elisa was already in danger. As Elisa failed to check in with friends, the police were called. Investigators began piecing together her last known movements, reviewing the surveillance tapes that would later become infamous worldwide. The footage left more questions than answers. Where was Elisa? Why was she behaving so strangely? These questions would soon lead to one of the most shocking discoveries in modern true crime. In the days following Elisa's disappearance, hotel guests began complaining about the taste and smell of the water. Many reported strange flavors, odd odors, and sometimes a strange discoloration. Concerned about the complaints, the hotel staff began searching the premises. They checked rooms, maintenance areas, and even the rooftop, but found nothing unusual at first. Finally, attention turned to the large water tanks on the roof. These tanks were old and not easily accessible. Staff opened one of them, and the horrifying truth was revealed. Inside the tank, they found Elisa Lam's body floating in the water. The discovery shocked the entire city and the world, sending ripples through the internet and true crime communities. Police quickly arrived to investigate. The scene was secured and questions began pouring in. How did Elisa get into the tank? How long had she been there? The answers were far from simple. The shocking discovery made headlines worldwide. People speculated about everything from mental health struggles to foul play, and even paranormal involvement, given the hotel's dark history. After Elisa Lam's body was recovered, the Los Angeles Police Department launched a full investigation. They examined the hotel, her belongings, and the infamous elevator footage, searching for any clue that could explain her death. The official autopsy concluded that Elisa's death was accidental, likely due to drowning. Toxicology reports showed traces of prescription medication, but no signs of physical trauma or foul play. Many were drawn to the eerie elevator footage. Elisa's strange behavior, pressing multiple buttons, hiding, peering into corners, led to countless theories about what was happening in those final moments. Some believe Elisa's death was linked to her mental health struggles. She had a history of bipolar disorder and depression, which could have contributed to her disoriented behavior on the hotel's rooftop. Others speculated about foul play, suggesting that someone else may have been involved. However, investigators found no evidence supporting this theory, and no signs of a struggle were present in the water tank or hotel. The internet quickly latched onto paranormal explanations. Some claimed the hotel's dark history, murders, suicides, and criminal activity played a role. Others speculated about supernatural forces controlling Elisa's actions. Elisa Lam's case remains one of the most discussed mysteries of the digital age. The video footage, her tragic death, and the unanswered questions continue to captivate true crime enthusiasts worldwide. Make sure to subscribe to The Forgotten Case and hit that like button. Your support helps us bring more stories like this to life.